Arsenal is playing away at the London Stadium. London Derby it is, and we're here to present to you what exactly Mikel Arteta is gonna hit to name as his starting 11 to obviously tussle it out with a side that he hasn't gonna hit to win this season. Let's see close to 100 likes much on this video. Don't forget to subscribe so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and I'm really charged up to bring you the starting 11 that has been named by Arsenal. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Christians, we cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. And here we go with the starting 11 of Arsenal, confirmed from the website of Arsenal and all social media platforms of Arsenal. David Raya, Benjamin White, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Jakub Kiwior, Rice, Kai Havertz, Odegaard, Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and Leandro Trossard. That is the starting 11 that the manager of Arsenal has gonna hit to name to tussle it out with a side called West Ham. The bench of Arsenal has Ramsdale, Cedric Soares, this is Walters, there is Bandeira, there is El Nini, Jorginho, Reece Nelson, Nwaneri, and Eddie Nketiah. That is the starting 11 for the side of Arsenal, and the bench as named by the manager himself, that is Mikel Arteta. Then we go to the starting 11 for the side of West Ham. Areola returns in goal. Remember, in the game of Man United, he only played for only how many minutes? There were 45. The next 45 were obviously played by the assistant goalkeeper, former at Arsenal, that was Lucas Fabianski, but Areola is back in between the stitches. Johnson, Zuma, Captain, Kofol, Ward-Prowse, Mohamed Kudus, Alvarez, Bowen, Ogard, Shushek, and Emerson. That is the starting 11 for the side of West Ham. And the substitutes are Fabianski, Croswell, Phillips, Mavropanos, Cornet, Danny Ings, Ogbonna, Mobama, and Skells. That is the starting 11 and the substitutes of West Ham. So you've gonna hate to see what team everyone is gonna hate to front in here onto the Rokani Media Football. It's the London Stadium where the game of football is going to be taking place, and we're here to see to it that we really break down this beautiful game of football and see what your thoughts are. I'm having deep calls. Praise the Lord. Obviously, praise him always. Then Randy really. Come on, you Gunners. Obviously, that is the slogan of the Gunners. You can as well go into the live chat and vote for who do you think should really come in through and really win this game of football, draw or who is losing this game. So let's go to the system that Arteta is gonna hit obviously bringing through. Now, obviously in the goalkeeper, we are having David Raya. So David Raya is in between the stitches as expected. Right back is gonna be Benjamin White, as you see him there. Then Jakub Kiwior comes in through as a surprise start. I thought if it wasn't Zinchenko, it was going to be Tomiyasu, but it looks like none of those is even on the bench of Arsenal. When you look at it, Zinchenko is out and Tomiyasu is also out. We don't know why Tomiyasu is out. Maybe they are trying to obviously see him heal from the knockout of the Asian Cup as the team for a side called what's the name? The tournament is called the Asian Cup, right? So Jakub Kiwior comes in to obviously play onto that side. And remember in my match preview, I was so much consistent onto who starts onto the left back, because if they put up a regular left back, it's gonna be really an avenue for the side of Arsenal, meaning that it was supposed to be either Tomiyasu or Jakub Kiwior. So Jakub Kiwior has gonna hit to come into play, and he has a very huge role to do into this game, because he needs to come in through and really play his part by stopping Mohamed Kudus and Gerard Bowen. Remember, those two one is playing as a false number 9 and the other is playing as a right forward, meaning that all surge into the side where Jakub Kiwior really plays most of his games at. So we just wait and see how that is going to pan out, and everything is going to go on as planned. But Jakub Kiwior makes another start for the side of Arsenal. In the previous game, where Arsenal beat Liverpool by 3-1, Jakub Kiwior came on from the bench and played the last 45 minutes of the game. And guess what happened? He closed that side very well, because he had been targeted by Liverpool to see to it that they create loads and loads of chances and really threaten the side of Arsenal. But this time round, it's business. It's not business as usual, as Jakub Kiwior has gone ahead to obviously be given that license to block that side. And I think he's going to have a very good battle with Gerard Bowen and Mohamed Kudus. That is it. Then the central defense, Gabriel Magalhaes and William Saliba as expected, unless one gets an injury or unless one is suspended. It's really rare not to expect these ones obviously coming through and really play as a pairing. The pairing has gone ahead to do loads of discipline today, but one thing we've gone ahead to know about them, every time they play away from home, they keep clean sheets and they don't concede very many goals. And the previous game they conceded 1, and away from home they conceded 1 with Nottingham Forest. And I gave Arsenal a 3-1 win. That's what I gave. If I told you watch my match preview, I gave Arsenal a 3-1 win on the night, and they have to win this. Then Jorginho has been dropped, and Declan Rice has gone ahead to go back into his position as a CDM, meaning that it was a strategic lineup and tactical play, by Mikel Arteta, as they played against a side called what was the name? As they played against a side called Liverpool. That's why Jorginho came in through and really played part. Now Declan Rice has gone ahead to obviously return back to West Ham, and this is the second time he's playing against West Ham in his entire career ever since he signed for Arsenal. Carabao Cup fixture, it ended 3-1 in favor of West Ham. Declan Rice never started that game and he came off the bench, and this time round he has been given a chance to start the game. That is the man himself, Declan Rice, and he's going to command that midfield, and we wait and see how he wins it or he loses it. Then 2 other players are being put onto him. It's not Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is playing as a centre forward, and I just gonna hate to confirm it with the lineups that SuperSport have gone ahead to put out. Trossard is playing the midfield alongside Declan Rice and Odegaard. I think that's better to get Trossard in there for you to play alongside Odegaard. It shows you that the manager is looking for more creativity and really kill off this game, because when you're having Trossard and Odegaard alongside Declan Rice, that means you're having 2 creative other midfielders that are gonna feed Martinelli, Trossard and Bukayo Saka, and that is what you would exactly want from the players of your caliber. And in a game like this, knowing that West Ham is a team that really uses its chances and are really very clinical, what you have to go ahead and do is simple. Get Trossard and Odegaard in the midfield, then you let the rest make itself. So Saka is playing as the right forward, as you see him there for you, and he's not gonna stop. All I've gonna have to call in for him is, however much he's struggling with form, he needs to continue doing what has been doing in the previous 3 games for Arsenal. I think he has 2 goals and 1 assist, taking his Premier League tally to 8 goals and 7 assists. And today, he should produce one of those. And whatever he produces, it's really gonna be very important for him, and it's not gonna really stop him from obviously becoming what he's supposed to be. So Saka on the right attacking side of the midfield, and Martinelli has been given a second consecutive start again after coming in through and really, I think it's the third. He played some 70 minutes against Nottingham Forest. He started against Liverpool. He has gone ahead to start against West Ham at the London Stadium. And you just can't rule it out that it's really very important that things should go on that way. Then Trossard, then Kai Havertz is gonna lead the line. That is it. Trossard is gonna lead the line, and through leading the line, he's gonna really. Sorry, it's not Trossard. Kai Havertz is gonna be leading the line, and this is a mistake. Kai Havertz is gonna lead the line, and Trossard is gonna be playing the midfield. And I think I'm happy for Trossard because for the very first time, all we've had to see has always been Martinelli favored, but Trossard scored in the game against Liverpool, scored in the game against there is a team they beat 5. That was Crystal Palace, and he was not rewarded with a start, but his goal against Liverpool has been rewarded with a start from the manager of Arsenal, that is Mikel Arteta. So that is it coming in through from the man himself, that is Mikel Arteta, and we don't know whether that lineup is going to really give him results. But when you look at the tactics and the spirit in which the manager is going to hate to put it out, he is going to hate to put out what we call an attack-minded side. That is the lineup. Let's go to West Ham and see how they're going to hate to line up and which system of they're going to hate to bring to face the side of Arsenal. So they're having Areola, that is it, in goal. Kofor is going to be facing Gabriel Martinelli, and Kofor needs to really be at his best to obviously stop Gabriel Martinelli, because Martinelli is on fire, and when he's on fire, he doesn't really stop. He can really go 6-7 games consecutively scoring. And having scored against Liverpool, he scored against Crystal Palace. He has missed out, I think, in one game. That is Nottingham Forest. And today, he comes in through, and Kofor needs to do the needful. Emerson Palmieri has been granted a job, or a duty, or a task to take on Bukayo Saka. That is it. He has been granted a role of really stopping Bukayo Saka, and it's been one of the hardest for a player who is really struggling to get his form. You never know when he's going to raise at you, and he has a very huge chance to obviously come in through and thrive and take it to the next level as a player. So Emerson Palmieri is going to really be played into that position. Then after that, we go to Ogard and Count Zuma. They face what we call the hardest moment of their career. Why? In this world, you wouldn't like to be playing alongside what we call a false number 9, like Kai Havertz. You saw him troubling all teams, especially Liverpool. Liverpool have 2 of the best central defenders in the world, that is Konate and Virgil van Dijk, who are really good at everything: height, physicality, playing with the ball, and game reading is really hard. So if this guy Kai Havertz caused a lot of havoc to the side of Liverpool that is having those experienced defenders, you feel a little bit for the side of West Ham and what they are going to do to stop this side of Arsenal, because Kai Havertz is really a man who is not going to be there. He's going to drop deep and really try to see to it that likes of Trossard take center stage, and you might see Trossard playing a very key role in this game by making those let runs in the box to obviously score those goals for the side of Arsenal. Alvarez and Shushek are playing the double pivot, and that is another one that you guys should obviously look at and really love seeing and watching. So that double pivot alongside Ward-Prowse are really going to be playing against Trossard, Odegaard and Rice. But the man to talk about is always Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse is one of the best dead ball specialists, set piece specialists, and he has continuously given a hard time to the opponents. And I think they signed him on purpose because they've gone ahead to see this guy do what he does best. And what does he do best? What he does best is all about one thing. It's all about putting in those set pieces as wanted, corners, free kicks, and Arsenal should not really allow him to be having efforts outside the 18 yards box, because that's where he's really deadly. And even those crosses in the 18 yards box area that are really very, very deadly. So that is it, and we wait and see. Brian Johnson comes in through to play as a right attacking midfielder. He's going to be doing the needful. Kudus on the left, but I think they're going to switch. Kudus is going to come and play as a right, and Johnson is going to play as a left. Gerard Bowen, obviously, he's going to really go ahead and really lead the line as a false number 9. And he's a fast player. They need to observe him a lot because he's not a usual player. He can create a moment of magic. His runs off the ball are really great, and he deserves to be really marked. If they don't really mark him very well, he can really cause a shock, like it caused to them last season in here, in this particular role that he's really playing right now at the side of West Ham. So that is the starting 11, but we wait and see how things really pan out. But the rest is gonna really, really be good and 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 good. And I hope you guys have gone ahead to go and already vote for who you think is gonna really come out and really get us what exactly we, the fans of football, really want. I tell you, that this game is really going to be made easy according to how Arsenal really gets its first goal. If Arsenal scores fast, trust me, they'll kill off this game. But the longer they take without scoring these goals, it's really gonna make this game hard and hard and harder. That is it. All Arsenal have to do, get the first goal, get the second one, and get the third one to kill it off. Don't allow them to come back into the game. Don't at any one point allow West Ham to have a chance to get back into the game, because they are going to disturb you and they are going to really take you for a beating. So all they have to do is simple: let them really get going, and through them get going, the rest will be done and dusted. So if you've just gone ahead to join us, allow me show you the confirmed starting 11 of Arsenal. That is the confirmed starting 11 of Arsenal, and the rest is gonna be history. So I'm waiting for your comments, as I will do them now. A moment, please. So, what are your thoughts about the game? Who do you think would have gone ahead to start, and who do you think wouldn't have gone ahead to start? Because I really see it as a very important tool that Arsenal has gone ahead to deploy to get Trossard and play him into the midfield. I don't know what your thoughts are about it, but I think it's really an important tool that is going to have to be taken to see to it that everything really goes on as to plan. So that is it for the side of Arsenal, and I'm waiting for what your thoughts are, you the viewers of the Rokani Media Football. And it's never the same. The game of football is really hard to predict, but my prediction is a 3-1 win for the side of Arsenal. I don't know what your thoughts are, but I see them really coming into this game of football when they really want to win this game of football and really kill it off. When you look at the Premier League table, I think I should highlight a little bit about this Premier League table and see what the standings are like and why Arsenal need what we call a must-win for this beautiful fixture. All right, this is the Premier League table, and this is why Arsenal should win this encounter. Liverpool went ahead to win yesterday by 3-1, and them having gone ahead to win by 3-1, they've gone ahead to extend their lead ahead of Arsenal by 5 points, meaning that Arsenal should narrow it down again and don't allow it to obviously oversurge. Man City is also ahead of Arsenal. They've gone ahead to win yesterday, 2-0. Haaland scoring a brace, and they're now having 52 points. If Arsenal win today, they're gonna go into the same points with the side of Man City, but I think Man City have a better goal difference. Arsenal have a goal difference of 25. Man City have a goal difference of 31. Unless otherwise, Arsenal goes ahead to obviously beat the side of West Ham by 7-0. That's when they can really go in the second position, because even if they beat them 6-0, they can't go up there, because Arsenal would have been at 53 goals scored, and Man City would have gone ahead to score 56 goals. So it looks like Arsenal just have to do their win. Don't think about the goals. The rest will be history. That is it. Coming in through from the man himself. That is Arsenal. So Tottenham Hotspur is having 47 points, and Aston Villa is playing Man United is also having 46. So Arsenal just have to win this game of football, and that's why they need this win badly. And if at all anyone asks you why Arsenal needs this win badly, they need it because they need to keep their foot on the pedal, and they don't want to see Liverpool and Man City go lots of points ahead of them. They need to keep themselves in an eyes look. That is it. Because if you let them go further and further and further, they're going to come out and really humiliate you, and they really cause a beating that you'll ever go ahead and really regret. So that is it. And Arsenal, West Ham is another huge fixture that is in London. Is this going to be the first London derby for Arsenal to win? Out of the 8 that they won last season, they haven't gone ahead to win another one, and it really comes out to see to it that lots of things really go the right way. Arteta, let's see Declan Rice. I'm having Nick Wright at the London Stadium. Let me bring it straight onto your screen and you guys really watch it, because you need to see it by yourself and see what this guy's gonna hate to say about the team of Arsenal. I'm having Simplex Kasimba, Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. So Arsenal 3, West Ham 1. We wait and see how that pans out. He has gone ahead to go with my same decision, right? So that's what I was going to hate to say about this fixture. That's his prediction. I don't know how far he's going to get it right, but looks like he's riding alongside with me that a 3-1 win for Arsenal is going to be really happening tonight at the stadium known as the London Stadium. Then we have Sky Sports Nick Wright at the London Stadium. He has said, a huge game for Arsenal and for Declan Rice in particular. The midfielder has been outstanding since his £105 million arrival in the summer, except in games against his former club. That is it. But that has not gone ahead to obviously stop him from obviously thriving. So Rice was unable to prevent West Ham's 3-1 Carabao Cup win at this ground in November following his introduction early in the second half. He then struggled again in the 2-0 Premier League defeat at the Emirates Stadium in December. It felt like he left the emotion of the occasion affect him in the Emirates game, but Arsenal need him to shut out the noise today. For Rice, a third defeat of the season against his former employers would be unthinkable. West Ham fans wouldn't let him forget it. So it's really important to note that he wouldn't like to see his team really go there and be like fighting for that occasion. I think the biggest of all should be Arsenal epitomizing this 3-match a competition in a season with a win. And this win is going to be more important than the 6 points that West Ham went ahead to get, because however much West Ham went ahead to get 3 points and knocked us out of the Carabao Cup, they are no longer playing in the Carabao Cup. That is it. They are no longer playing there. Then, the other guy that you need to obviously know about is called, what's the name? The other game of the Premier League, obviously Arsenal lost and needed it, but they can obviously try to win this one, because when they win it, they'll be 2 points behind the table leaders. So, if Man City win their game of football, then it can really go to the levels that most of you don't want it to be. David Sozi, Rokani Sozi, Arsenal 3 and West Ham 0. So he thinks Arsenal are going to go ahead and really keep a clean sheet away at the London Stadium. Wait and see. I think it's going to be hard for them to keep a clean sheet, but I see them really winning the game of football. Kahendo Oliver, already as Arsenal fan, I'm on pressure. All right, I really understand. But I see a win of Arsenal written all over this game of football. Kasande Ben, first to comment. Oh, others have just gone ahead to comment. Then Jose Mukasa, hey Rokani, this is Jose Bahrain. When is Tomiyasu and Jesus coming back? Though Arsenal will win by 3-0. Thanks for the show. For Zinchenko, I think in the next game he might be available. Tomiyasu, I don't know what exactly is wrong with him, but he has been playing at the Asian Cup, fully fit. He has gone ahead to produce some good and fantastic results in there for you. I don't know what exactly is wrong with him, but the manager will address us, because he told us that they are really ready to come in through and really compete for this game. On Friday in the press conference, but I was so much shocked that none of those have even gone ahead to make the bench. So it really shocks me about that. For Jesus, it's really shocking. I said it about it yesterday, that it's really shocking to see it, that this guy is really getting injured every time he really hits the ground running, meaning that he is out, and I don't know for how long he's going to be out. Is he going to return into the first team training session of Arsenal next week? God knows. Leonardo Opiri, 1 West Ham to Arsenal. Alan Molindwa, 3 Arsenal, West Ham 1. Then Peter Klein. But why drop Jorginho? This is an abomination if we lose to West Ham once again. I know it doesn't sound like music to your ears, but Trossard in the midfield alongside Odegaard and Declan Rice is a signature to me that Arteta doesn't respect West Ham at all. He believes that a team with a single pivot can really go ahead and obviously attack them left, right, and center. And I think he's right, because you can't be having a squad like that of Arsenal and you're afraid, you know? So he has gone ahead to go ahead and really bring in this guy, and he's really doing great. And then David Sozi, Rokani, really, when is Timber starting playing some games? Early March. I think that's when Julian Timber is going to be back. And he's expected to make his debut from injury against FC Porto in the game that's going to be played at the Emirates. That's when this guy is expected to return, and Arsenal have gone ahead to obviously update their Champions League list, and he has been included there. That is the man himself. That is Julian Timber for you. So after ending the poll, we are having 80% of the people watching this channel who have gone ahead to predict that Arsenal is going to win. 19% have called in for a West Ham win, and 0% have gone ahead to call in for a draw, meaning that it's either an Arsenal win or a draw for the side of the people that have gone ahead to watch in this game of football today here. So guys, I really love you. Thank you for everything you've gone ahead to do, and may the living to God bless you abundantly. I'm just trying to really get a little bit of the quotes of Mikel Arteta before we get into the game, because the players have gone ahead to obviously arrive onto the field of play, and they've gone ahead to come in through, and Moyes has gone ahead and explained why Calvin Phillips has not gone ahead to make another start in a row, having gone ahead to start to make his debut at West Ham against Burnley. and things never went the right way. I said Calvin hasn't had the best start to West Ham loan. David Moyes has decided to keep him out of the lineup. That is it. So we'll really wait and see how things are really gonna happen. But I hope you guys are really having fun, and we are gonna return with the match reaction when this game of football is done and dusted. Not so? So I sign out for now. See you later. Thank you for everyone who's been part of this panel. I really love you, and thank you for